Hello, I'm Bill
Welcome.
Hansen, and this is
Oh
your
my.
sports special. All right, yeah. So what are we doing?
This is a podcast. This is the
All
Moofcast.
right, we do these. Yes. All right.
Yeah,
So
it's a podcast.
I'm
I
Jake.
mean, yeah. I'm I'm the other guy. We both do a
We go.
podcast.
Yeah. Just agree that my name is in fact Jake.
Oh wait, what's this? What's
Oh no.
this?
Here's today's
Yeah.
sponsor, Raid Shadow
Today's
Legends.
sponsor, Raid Shadow Legends. You heard their feature song, I Got a Feeling by the Black Eyed Peas.
Did you know Will I Am was in the Black Eyed Peas?
Did you know Fergie was in the Black Eyed Peas?
Did you know she was white?
Wait, what? Fergie's white? Wait, Will.i.am is black?
No, he's Mexican.
Oh, that tonight's gonna be a good night. That
For legal
tonight's
reasons,
gonna be
I'm
a
legal.
good
All right.
night.
So,
Okay, this is a mess. We're talking about nostalgia.
yes, that is what today's focus is.
Really, I mean,
Tonight. Really
whenever
that.
it's gonna come out at like, it's gonna, we tried recording this on Tuesday. It didn't work. We tried recording this. Well, actually, we tried recording this last Sunday, and that didn't work
Yeah.
out. And then Tuesday,
And Tuesday.
that didn't work out. And then
Thursday.
Wednesday, Wednesday too,
Thursday.
and
And
Thursday
now we're here.
on Friday night. Actually, it's almost like, let's see. Yeah, it's by the time this video goes up, it's gonna be Saturday.
Technically, for me, it is Saturday.
Yeah. So anyway,
So, am I beautiful? So,
No.
that's what my mom said.
that you're beautiful or no that you're not. Don't answer actually.
Alright, so,
I want to
so
keep the
yeah,
mystery.
so, let's keep somewhat on track for one of the
Um,
few episodes of our
Yeah,
podcast.
for once. Out of this, yeah.
As you will learn, as in our first episode and in a soon to come episodes, we don't really have a main focus.
It's just
like
a
we say
tangent
we
the
do.
whole time.
We say we have a main focus, and then we just never. Like, this is supposed to be nostalgia, and we've yet to talk about that.
Yeah, I start playing the Black Eyed Peas song, and you start talking about how your mom doesn't love you. So, we've really gone off track.
Which is crazy, because it's just a nightly conversation to us.
I mean,
So,
we're already a few minutes in. We still haven't even, like, really talked about anything that we're supposed to talk about.
yeah, so, like, let's start. Do we want to start with,
Nostalgia.
TV shows?
Nostalgia. Okay, yeah.
Oh,
Well,
I thought we were talking about future. My bad. We're
well,
starting with
let's start
music,
out. I
TV
say we
shows,
start off with
shows.
like really TV shows because that's really what I think of the most when I think of like early 2000s. Screw you.
I
Stop
think your
talking.
mom.
Okay.
So,
TV shows. What are some TV shows that? Okay, what was your favorite TV show when you were like 5, or like like younger than 10, like 10 and younger, like around all those times?
Land Before Time,
That-
Oswald,
that's
and
a
Power
movie.
Rangers. No, it was a TV series.
It was They turned it into a TV series.
Well, okay, so it was like a mini series. There was like 6 episodes, but they're like an hour and a half long.
So you're talking about the 6 Land Before Time movies?
Yeah, but it was a mini series.
What? Oh, like the Harry Potter miniseries.
Yeah, it's just an 8-part
Or
mini
like-
series.
The Lord of the Rings miniseries.
Yeah,
3
it's just a
4-hour
mini
episodes.
Yeah, it was just a mini.
My
series.
bad. My bad.
Like
Land Before Time,
Avengers
though.
mini series. Like it was
The whole MCU miniseries.
Captain Marvel was a commercial. We
Okay,
don't
I
talk
do gotta
about
say, Ben 10. The original Ben 10. That right
that.
there.
The original 10 aliens.
The original 10 Bens.
the 10 of bins, the bins of
That's what that was
you know.
about, right? I don't know. I've never seen the show.
I think so. 10 bins. There's just 10 dudes in bins. I don't know what I'm trying to do.
Well, Ben 10. Well, I used to be obsessed with that show. Like, if I go through all my
You
stuff.
really were.
Well, so were you though. Well, not to my degree, but you were still like.
No, I was obsessed, but really, like, a lot of my
I had a
obsession
problem.
was when we would hang out. Like, because when we hang out, it would just be Ben 10 for, like, the entire time.
Be like, you remember that one episode when Ben 10 raped the one ghost? Yeah, good times.
That's like my favorite episode.
Okay, actually, speaking of episodes,
does that refer to the
one where Ghost Freak,
been
right?
A ghost then. No,
oh.
the whole like TikTok thing.
No,
it must have been a ghost. Then. You know what we're talking about? But no,
I like how people are making fun of that too. Like, that's such a terrible thing to make fun of.
Well, I mean, that is precisely what I was doing like 32 seconds ago. So thank you for coming in and saying that.
Well, actually, real talk. Do you? This is real talk. This is serious right here. Do you remember that episode of Ben 10 with Ghost Freak? Like where like he was like an actual like
Ghost Freak.
Well, like like where he was like an actual thing, and then you get like that one legitimately creeped me out. That one. Oh. And do you remember the clown one?
The clown
like
one,
the original show. That one
they
creeped
were like
me out. I couldn't watch
Indians.
that one.
Like when he unlocks the wolf.
Oh, the wolf.
For some reason.
Actually, that was like my favorite one. I didn't find that creepy, but I really liked that one.
I
the one
I
could not watch the clown one. I like how you would have been like her age at that time.
Yeah. That's what makes it so funny.
Oh, okay. So the three ones that like really creep me out, going from least to worst, are. Do you remember the one where all like the old people got like mind controlled by like the aliens?
Anything with Vilgax, right? That was his name.
That wasn't even Vilgax.
No, but like him in general. Like, were you talking about? Yeah, the old people, the clowns, and honestly, like when Ghost Freak was like his main enemy.
I could not watch the clown run. I could
not
watch that one.
I used to be like terrified of clowns, and then I realized I am one, so there's no reason to be scared of
Well, I'm still scared myself, really. So.
I mean, like.
There's no reason to. Like, only when I do crack tar heroin.
Crack tar heroin.
That's a real thing, right? No, it's the thing that dinosaurs get stuck in, like that black tar.
It's like
crack tar. I just realized what I said. I meant to say black tar.
When you go to the hood and try to fit in.
Ayo, you guys got some crack tar, smokable heroin.
Crack tar cocaine.
Crack tar cocaine. Okay, we're going off on a tangent again. Ben 10.
Not really.
Yeah, crack tar heroin, that's related. I used to do that all the time.
You can't. Well, I only did it when I watched Ben 10, so I thought I was actually trying to do it.
Ben 10.
And then the guys in like the white suits and this like really cool jacket told me it was time to go. And this is the last time I saw them.
They gave me some funny juice.
Okay.
It was a crazy dream.
Memes where it was like sips funny juice or like the dumb fuck juice and that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Okay, we were literally talking about how we can't go off on a tangent, we're going to stay more focused. We're talking about being in a mental asylum now.
Alright, so yeah, okay, so
Ben 10 was the crap. And I'd like to say I still have I had a Ben 10 backpack. I had a Ben 10 like snapback hat.
Who didn't though?
A lot of people. People who didn't end up virgins the rest of their life.
Okay, see, like, I don't know if I was the only one. I used to bring, like, 2 Ben 10 characters into, like, stores with me.
Those action
figures,
yeah.
I would play Ben 10, like, in the clothes at JCPenney's. Like, they were going to a different planet.
No, okay, I remember. You had forearms, and I was so jealous of you for having forearms, so I would always want to play with them when I came down.
Okay, so, like, out of newer Ben 10s, like, because, like, the original Ben 10... at least for me, was the best Ben 10 out of all of them.
Yeah, well, that one.
I really liked Ultimate Alien. And Alien
I was about to say.
Really,
I feel like it really just went down after that in quality. Like Omniverse is where it really took a dip. I feel like.
It did, but it was better than the newest Ben 10.
The newest Ben, it looks so. It's really just
look
another
at how
example.
They ruined Teen Titans. Look at how they ruined Powerpuff Girls. Like the original Powerpuff Girls, bro. I used to.
No. What do you mean they ruined Powerpuff Girls?
They came out with a whole new version of Powerpuff Girls, like they did. Like they did Teen Titans, like they did Ben 10. It's like the same new style animation.
Dude.
And like, you know where there used to be like mass genocide with the transgender gay lobster devil?
Yeah.
That's like not allowed anymore.
Non-existent?
Like the biggest, they fight like the Marshmallow Man from Ghostbusters. Like there's
What?
nothing.
Dude.
Yeah,
That
I
ma-
used to love.
that's
I
my...
would stay up past my bedtime or fake sleep just to watch
Yeah.
Powerpuff Girls.
No, Powerpuff Girls, honestly. Well, that was one of my... So we had the DVD binder for it, and that was my go-to for road trips. Powerpuff Girls. Like,
Oh,
honestly.
Powerpuff Girls. Anything like any type of TV series is so much
Actually,
better for a road
actually,
trip in my eyes.
did you ever watch Darkwing Duck or like Chip and Dale?
I watched Howard the Duck because I'm a virgin.
Well, Darkwing Duck and the Chip and Dale. Those were
Bro,
Disney, but those
Chip
were
and
what?
Dale,
Oh yeah,
the original Alvin and the
Chip and
Chipmunks.
Dale
Like,
Rescue Range. Yeah,
bro, Rescue
copyright
Rangers
claimed.
and what is the tail ones? Like
Oh, Tailspin.
is that the one with the like cartoon like rats and everything?
No, I have no idea what you're talking about. Ratatouille.
Hang on, let me see if I can find it real quick while we're talking. I'll see if I
The
can find the name of
Rats
it.
one. That one.
Um.
Uh,
Okay, do
what
you
was that on?
remember these? It's on
Oh,
Disney.
Pinky and the
It's
Brain.
from
Pinky and the
Disney.
Brain. No, it isn't.
Bro, Pinky and the Brain. Cat Dog.
Oh,
Hey
Cat
Arnold.
Dog. All
Samurai
yeah.
Jack. The
Well,
Proud
honestly,
Family, but they're
Animaniacs,
black, so that's a little. Animaniacs. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not actually like that type of person.
You remember that one show, like the kids show that was like on PBS Kids that Bill Cosby like produced, and it was like Little Bill.
Is that the one where he takes little girls?
No, I, I'm not talking about real life, man. And Bill Cosby,
Bro,
honestly, my hero.
What about Recess? Did you ever watch Recess?
Yes, yes, I did watch
That was a
it.
good show.
That was good. Okay, Dexter's Laboratory. That one was my favorite for a while. Out
I
of
had
like the
very
retro
mixed
like
feelings about
Cartoon
Dexter's
Network.
Laboratory.
Well, how so?
Well, cause
Trying
like
to diss on my boy Dexter?
it
Trying
was
to diss
like
on my
I
girlfriend
like-
Dee Dee?
oh my god, bro, Homeward Bound. I forgot about that movie.
Oh,
Anyways,
dude. Okay, yeah.
So-
No, screw that.
my thing with Dexter's Laboratory. Sorry, I was looking for the name of that one movie and I just saw it cross. Dexter's Laboratory. And this is gonna sound really stupid. It used to scare me because when I was like, oh my god, what if a short little redhead tries to like kill me? Like this was like like when I was little, you know, I'd watch it because like it was cool, and then he would just like electrocute something. Next thing you know, like oh my god,
Be
what?
like, this man is a murderer. Has science gone too far?
Mom, hello. Yeah, Tailspin was the one movie I was thinking of earlier.
Show.
Um,
That didn't
But
have
yeah,
rats
so, like-
though. That had all the
no,
Jungle
that
Book
I was thinking of
characters.
two different movies with that one.
Yeah.
I had two
Are you
different.
thinking of an American Tail? Like where?
Yes,
Yeah. Well, that was a movie. That wasn't a show.
I could rewatch. I need to go back and rewatch those movies, bro. Those were like my childhood.
Honestly, man.
The
my childhood-
Rescuers.
Oh, dude. Yeah. All those
yeah,
Disney movies, really. Like those just
Disney
Disney animated movies.
used to run it. Okay, actually, in my
Well,
eyes,
now-
Boomerang and Cartoon Network were way up there,
Oh,
and then it was
dude!
Nickelodeon.
Boomerang. No, that was my favorite.
Did
Right?
you
That
ever
was my
watch the
crap.
like where they put all the Boomerang like cartoon characters and they did like a race? It was like every
Yeah.
Saturday morning.
No, they
had the
always did.
racing
Yeah.
episode.
No, Boomerang. That was my favorite because a lot of the. Honestly, there wasn't a lot of Cartoon Network stuff. Like it got to a point for me where not a lot of Cartoon Network stuff was appealing, so I just go to Boomerang.
My biggest thing
that'd be
about
the-
Cartoon
that'd be the
Network was Ben 10, Teen
Yeah.
Titans.
Yeah.
Crap.
Oh, yeah.
Clone Wars used to be Cartoon Network before Disney bought them out.
Dude.
So-
Okay, the Clone Wars,
Yeah.
man. That I grew up with that right there. That. Oh
We're
man.
still growing up with it.
Oh, still. Dude, I'm so glad they finally got that. Like, actually give it a good ending. Like, so because it ended
Have
on
you seen
season
there's
5.
supposedly another 133 episodes unreleased.
Yeah, no, there was a crap ton of episodes written. Some of them were like in like the pre-production stages. There was going to be a whole other arc for season 7 with General Grievous in it, but they decided to cut it.
See, I wish they'd come out and release that.
Yeah.
Because I love General Grievous. In the Clone Wars and the movies, to me, General
Oh, General
Grievous is such a
Grievous is
cool
cool.
character.
Well, okay, so Clone Wars, it ended after season 5 on Cartoon Network, and that was when Ahsoka leaves the Jedi Order. And dude,
which had us all
oh.
balling at that point. Man.
Well, did you know George
And
Lucas
not.
wanted her to die, and Dave Filoni was like, "Nah, we're gonna."
Well, maybe I want him to die.
Yeah, yeah, screw you, you stupid old man.
That gave us like our childhood.
Well, he didn't know. It was Dave Filoni who gave us our childhood. George
It
Lucas
was
gets
Filoni Dave.
little to no credit. Filoni Dave. That's what I want my. I
It
want
just
to name
sounds
my
like a
child
Philly- that's
Filoni.
Well, it just sounds like the name of a Philly cheesesteak if you think about it.
It sounds like you're going to a deli and getting a special sandwich. Filoni
From New
Dave.
York. I'm a New Yorker.
From
You're
Queens.
Filoni Dave.
You're going to yeah.
From Queens.
Okay, so well
Nah,
then,
sir.
Netflix
Yeah.
picked up Clone Wars like a few years after, and then they did that 6th season, which was honestly also pretty good. And then that didn't end that well. That one ended like sort of like really open ended, not like a really good ending. And then
Isn't that where Yoda's fighting Palpatine, right? Isn't that the last?
I don't remember. No, because Yoda goes off on his own little like side thing. No, I
Yeah,
think
and then
how
he
it yeah.
returns like last minute, has like a final battle, doesn't he?
I honestly don't remember. I don't think so, but I just remember it wasn't like a big ending. I don't feel like, because like you had a bunch of good arcs. Like what was it like? I mean, the first one was the first one was with Fives, where he finds out about Order 66, and that was great.
I liked the whole Fives story arc. Anything that had
It
to do
was
with the
so
clones
sad,
was probably my
dude.
favorite.
Cause he was just
Yeah.
like please, you gotta believe me, and they were so close to finding out the truth. Oh,
And then
dude,
those stupid red clones come in and
dude. And okay, well, I remember because like in 2019, no, 2018 was when we got the news about Clone Wars having another season, and it finally happened, like this past year, in 20,
yeah, it
like
took
earlier
so
2020.
long.
Yeah, well,
For
I
them
mean,
to...
it's obvious why they wanted to do it along with Disney Plus, and they wanted to wait after the Mandalorian, too.
Oh well, yeah, they were smart about that because they put
Yeah.
the whole focus
Which I would
on
like
him.
to say, screw you, Disney, for making me have to wait a week between episodes on both The Mandalorian and Clone Wars. Why the
Well,
The
where's that with
Mandalorian
me
I
for
can
Clone
understand.
Wars?
The Clone Wars, like, come on, man.
Well,
Come
like
on.
Mandalorian, like you said, you understand that was a new TV series, new everything.
Yeah, that one was like, and
So-
that was like 40-minute episodes. But the Clone
But
Wars,
the
it's like
Clone
20-minute episodes, and we had to wait like 10 weeks.
Well, it worked for me because I had
Dude.
stopped like watching like all TV just because of work, so I got to watch all the Clone Wars just back to back.
Oh,
season
that's true.
start.
Yeah.
So
I can
it
start,
was
yeah. Clone Wars,
Which-
man. We gotta make a whole episode on the Clone Wars. It's such a good show.
We could make a whole episode.
We
on
honestly
Star
could,
Wars
where we
in
just-
general. That might
we
be
should.
something in the future.
That is
for our
honestly.
3 viewers, including myself, who will listen to this later.
I was about to say me,
So-
you, and Brock, who's gonna be in our next podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I doubt
So,
even he would watch it.
Okay, so like, because we can just run off on Star Wars for
Oh,
3
well,
hours.
especially the Clone Wars. The Clone Wars
Well,
is
yeah.
so good.
So,
Okay,
all right, favorite original Disney movie.
I never liked any of them. I always hated them all. I'm not even gonna lie. Ever since I was young, I always hated those original Disney
I
movies.
was never a big fan of them. Well, I don't mean like Disney Channel originals, like Let It Shine. Well, I was looking at Nickelodeon. I don't remember anything like that. I'm talking about like Lion King
Oh,
is my like the old
I
school
love
Disney
Lion
movies is
King,
what I'm
too.
talking about.
well, not that. Actually, I
Or, like,
want to say I
Jungle
actually
Book.
really hate the new Lion King movie just because it's a complete. It's just the worst version of the original.
See, Disney's smart with that because they went in with all those
people are gonna
movies
buy it.
and redid it.
People are gonna watch it. They're gonna get
Well,
a crap ton of money for it, and they don't have to put in any effort. They can just re-release the same movie in quote unquote live action, where it just has better
Well, yeah, and
CGI,
then all the-
worse voice
all
acting.
their-
Yeah,
Disney movies is, like you said, just better CGI and maybe 1 or 2 real characters. Like in the
Well-
Jungle Book,
yeah.
it was
Well-
just 1 real character.
Really, the only
the
good
rest
things
of
that have come out are like the more animated movies, like Coco. Did you ever see that?
I did not. I haven't
That
watched
was
like
good,
any
man.
of those movies.
That was good.
I liked. I'll be honest. Which this isn't really nostalgia. I liked Inside Out. Um, when
I thought
Disney did
so.
that, I like. It wasn't by no means like a top Disney movie for me, but out of all of their newer stuff, of the ones I've seen,
That was a better
I
one,
liked it.
that's for sure. Yeah, it's better than The Good Dinosaur. Holy crap, was that terrible.
Okay, my mom loved that movie.
There's no plot. There is no plot in that movie. All right, like okay, let's think. Oh, the dinosaur. Oh, he's a young dinosaur. Oh, father
No, it's
died.
literally just
Haha.
a remake of sending your kid off to military school at a
Yeah,
young age.
really. Well, really, like let me just explain the plot in 2 seconds. Young dinosaur watches his father die, finds a little kid, kidnaps him, takes him across the country. They outrun an
Technically, the
apocalypse,
kid,
and boom, they're done.
technically, the kid kidnaps him.
Oh, screw you. Okay, I would like
The
to say
movie
Cartoon
plot's
Network
explained badly.
has had some gems recently. Actually, like a few things. One, Adventure Time. That show right
Adventure
there.
Time, regular show. I was a
Regular
regular
show
show
too.
fan from day one.
Regular show is great. Oh man, I love
Which
that
is the
show.
sad part
It's
is I
so
still
weird.
haven't finished regular show or Adventure
The
Time.
end, the ending
I
of
used to
Adventure
watch
Time was
them
great.
religiously,
Yeah.
and then I just fell off.
Well, I've seen. Well, so we had a Hulu subscription for a while because we got like a free trial because we used to be on Sprint for our cell phone plan. So during that, I took like,
Good.
screw you. I, I took like a really big advantage of that and just watched through like all of Adventure Time and then watched through like most of regular show. It got crazy. They went to like space.
Yeah, I heard regular show gets like,
It got crazy.
yeah, it gets really like aggressively
Ridiculous.
out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, like there's no. Okay, so
Well, yeah.
what about toys? What was out of your
Yeah,
older
we should probably move on to toys. I mean, we've been
what
talking about shows for a good amount.
out of like all of the toys? We'll say like well, yeah, we'll just throw in all the toys, heck, all the way up to now if we want to. What is your like all-time favorite of what toys used to be? Is my
Ben 10s. Those Ben 10 action figures. Like, I had so much fun with them. Especially because the amount of them I'd had. I would set up, like, full-on wars. Where there would be, like, a
Oh
whole,
yeah.
like, crazy story. Like, I remember I had one where, like, I had set up... to where, like, it didn't even matter what the Ben 10s were. Like, they were all, like, separate characters, really. So they were, like... The one guy, like, had his father. And they were, like, two separate empires with the rebellion. And then he found
Yeah.
out that his father was, like, evil, but he still loved his father, and his father still loved him, even though his father was like a terrible person. And then he fought with the rebellion and brought back honor to the empire. It was, I was like 8.
Oh,
It was ridiculous.
well,
The
that's
amount
like
it
it's
is.
crazy how wild our imagination gets because we say that
Yeah,
now and it's like, man, that was weird. But then when we were little, we were having like the time of our life.
yeah. It felt so real.
Well, like so,
Man, that's
two of the ones
depressing.
I did, two of the Ben 10 specifically, is I would do one where because you know they had like the actual Ben 10 himself characters.
Oh yeah.
They would run around and like collect the different Ben 10 characters. So like he
Oh
started out with
yeah.
like only one, and then he would just chase around and catch all these others. And had one pretty well the exact same thing as yours, where it started
Yeah.
out as like this huge empire, and then a couple of them like split off to start a rebellion. And the next thing I know,
Yeah.
there's like Star Wars characters helping them.
It's
Oh,
always
dude,
the
it's just like
rebellion. Next thing you
yeah,
know, you're
I
making
know.
a Death Star, and Luke is trying to kill it. Luke is trying to destroy it.
We're not talking about Star Wars though. We don't want to get copyrighted. We're talking.
Exactly. We're gonna go on forever about Star Wars.
This is Spaceballs. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh
I
no
don't
no
know,
no!
cause like
Honestly, Legos. I take that back.
but
Legos. That
I
one
was almost
right
gonna
there.
say, can we even include Legos? Because Legos takes the cake on everything.
Okay.
Like
Well,
even
yeah,
now, if
that's
somebody
true.
gave me Legos for
If
like
they
my
weren't
20th
so
birthday,
overpriced, I would buy them honestly.
I still buy Legos. Well, I haven't in probably a couple of years. It was probably 2 years ago the last time I bought a Lego set. But I was walking around Walmart and I saw like a $20 Lego set, and I was like, why not? It's like it's my money. What are you gonna? I built that sucker, and I almost cried from just like
Nostalgia.
past. Yeah, like I was just like it was
Well,
cool. I think it
honestly,
was like Lana Rhodes or something like that. Um,
Oh no.
What about like Beyblades or Bakugans or like
Oh.
Magic
Well,
or
those were all
Raikou?
so like you'd get into them for like a few months, maybe a year at the most, and then be done with them completely.
We really only got into them when you and I were together.
Yeah, that too. Well, like
Because nobody
Bakugan
would
or
play
no, Beyblades was
Beyblades
a little
besides you and
different.
I.
Beyblades was a little different because
Well,
like that
Beyblades
was
got
everybody
banned
was
from my
into it.
school.
Yeah.
We used to, you know those old pencil bags? We used to fill them
Oh
up with
yeah.
Beyblades,
Oh yeah.
and we would have Beyblade battles at the lunch table. We would
Oh
use
yeah.
the school lunch trays, and we
What?
would whip that sucker out, and we would bet like cheese sticks or like milks, and it would like we had full on battles.
What really started
And
to get out
so,
of hand when we'd go outside during recess and have them, and then people would start to lose them. Kids would start to cry like, "Oh, where are they?" And we'd have to spend so much time looking outside for them. That's when it really got out of hand. And then silly
well, that
bands
was
too were like the same exact thing.
silly
People
bands got
started
banned from
losing
my
them.
school.
Yeah, people started
It was like
losing
a
them.
black market trading company with silly bands at my school.
It's great. You know all
When
those
I
high school dramas.
it was that
Honestly,
with silly
elementary
bands.
school was basically like those high school dramas. Like the amount of drama that happened.
Oh, we would truly, it is the same. We would have different colored boxes or bags for specific silly bands that we would then sell or
And
trade.
silly bands were great. I remember you had a whole silly band like Empire. You had so many silly bands.
Oh, I got so addicted to them. And what was crazy is Kelsey, she loved them too, so she would buy them all the time. And they were only like $2 for like a pack of 10.
Yeah.
So like every time I saw her, she would have like 4 or 5.
Huh.
And I'd be like, this is awesome. And what's crazy
This is the height of
is
luxury.
a silly band was literally like the mafia at my school. I gave my
Oh.
gym teacher, and she loved me, but she had a back office, and nobody
Oh,
was
she
allowed
loved
back
you.
there. I
Gym
gave her
teacher,
a
okay.
silly band in the shape of a bone, and it was literally right after she had lost her dog, and I didn't know that,
Oh.
and so she thought I did, and she gave me a tour of her back office. And she had like a couch, a TV, full on
Oh my
like
gosh.
desk. Yeah, no,
What
she
the
had a
hell?
huge office, and it was like a walk-in, and it went like behind the bathrooms. Like if you look at the layout,
That is
huge
so
gym
weird.
office. And she's a gym teacher. I was like, what the heck do you need this for? But
Your
yeah, I
salary
got
is
a
like
full-on
half
tour of
of
it.
like a regular teacher.
Yeah, like it's. But I got this full-on tour because I gave her a silly. Like you ran it,
And then she
we
raped you.
shanked a kid because he stole my spider. Okay, you and I went in two very different directions. Both are true. Nah, but silly bands and like the I Love Booby bracelets, everyone used to get those and
What?
thought it was cool. It was a
Okay, I
breast
have
cancer
no idea.
bracelet.
Oh, maybe I do.
Your
Maybe I
mom
do.
used to wear them. Your mom used to wear them. She had
Maybe
like
I do
three
know
or
what you're
four.
talking about. Yeah.
And everyone at school would wear them, but nobody understood that it was for a good cause. We were just like, oh, boobies were cool.
Well, do you
Those got
remember
banned from the school.
Squinkies? Like those little.
Squinkies.
They were like the little, like little guys, like super little. They were like 50 cents, and they'd come in like the little balls, and you'd open them.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, I had so many of them, and then I ended up going to school and selling them all for like $1 a piece, and I got like $20.
Remember the Mighty Beans, bro?
Oh, dude, I still have them. I still have them somewhere.
I have mine somewhere, dude. That was like your.
That was the
Those were
that
your
was
sneakers
around
that
for a
must-
while. Mighty Beans were, yeah.
Well, they became like a small version of Hot Wheels. They had like
Really,
different
yeah.
tracks. They had
Especially they had like Star Wars ones too, of course.
they had Star Wars,
I
Marvel.
remember I had a
they
Cad
had-
Bane one, yeah.
I had a cow. And a baby with a poopy diaper, and those were my two favorites.
My favorite was so I had Iron Man and
Wow.
Cad Bane.
I think I had a
Two in your
Stormtrooper.
mouth.
I think that was my only Star Wars one.
I always wanted a Stormtrooper. No, those man. And what were you? That was a weird one. Cause what were you supposed to do with those? Cause they like advertised it as like play with them and like throw them around, but you
Where you
can't
throw
really
them and they
do.
break.
Yeah, I broke so many of them in half, and I'd have to like tape them all in half, or like tape them all
Yeah.
back together.
I think they were just like one of those weird collection
Yeah.
things, I believe, because they had cases for them.
Oh yeah.
They were big.
Oh, yeah,
they
I
were
had
a
big
genius
case
idea.
for 'em. Yeah. They
That
really
was like
were
when they came out with the Pet Rock in the 70s,
Oh.
where it was a rock.
so dumb,
And people, it
but
was
so
sell
genius.
out.
It is simplicity. Yeah.
Well,
That's what
Do you
really,
remember the
yeah.
stupid googly eyes on a string, little like snake
Yeah.
thing you could buy?
Oh, those things, and they would like,
That like
they were supposed to like wiggle or whatever, and it'd be
yeah,
like,
and you would like
oh,
tie them to like your
whoa,
wrist, and they'd follow you
so
like a pet and
cool,
everything. Yeah,
whoa. It's like,
I
who
had a
cares?
friend. His
It's like a
mom was a
pipe
full-on
cleaner.
druggie.
They're
He
pipe
lived.
cleaners.
That's pretty much what they were. I had a I had a friend back when we used to live in Roy City in a subdivision. He was 2 doors down. Mom was a full-on druggie. He that has nothing to do with the story. I don't know why I said that, but it's true. But no,
Well,
his entire
I mean,
room, he had them like thumbtacked to his wall. I'm talking, he had hundreds,
oh my gosh.
just all over his walls.
That that doesn't
Every
seem
time you
healthy.
saw him, well, and every time you saw him, he'd have a different one, and he would tie him like around his wrist and have them follow him like pets.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he was.
I
A
feel like
weird
he's
kid.
one of those kids who like accidentally killed a squirrel and realized he felt no pain and wondered if he could do it to humans. I mean,
You know, I haven't
that
heard
gets a
from
little
him in, like,
specific.
2 years. I haven't heard from him in
That makes you
actually
wonder.
longer than that. Hey,
That makes
man.
you wonder. Where are they now?
Maybe I need to check the prison record. Nah,
Maybe
but,
you need to check. Make sure you didn't bully him.
I gotta say, no, I was his friend because he was gonna be a school shooter. He really
You know,
was.
like Billy Madison, like where he calls up the one bully and he's like, I just want to say sorry, and he crosses him off his list.
Then he shows up at the end and shoots that guy.
And he's like, gives him the thumbs up, like, yeah.
And he goes, "I'm so glad I called that guy." Like
Billy Madison, honestly, Adam
Sandler, in
Sandler,
general.
he
Yeah,
had some good. I feel like they used to be way better, but they really took a dive in quality. Like his movies now seem so crappy.
I feel like they put more time and effort into his movies now. That's why they suck.
Yeah, well, actually, I feel like nowadays with a lot of comedy movies, they don't really care because they know that they can just get someone like Adam Sandler or Will Ferrell and put a bunch of like other like newer actors like
Kevin
like
Hart
bigger
has
act.
kind
Yeah,
of taken the place of Adam Sandler, if you think about it.
yeah,
Like,
just crapping out movies that all have a certain like that they're all the same. Like
you do
they'll have the few
all the
ones that are like
same.
standout, like Central Intelligence or whatever, but then all the other
Central
ones are
Intelligence is
just
the same thing as Ride Along.
yeah, that is fair. But well, they'll have
Except
like the
Ice
few
Cube
that are
is way
sort of
better than
stand
Ride
out, and then
I
all the
love
other ones are the same.
Jumanji was good.
I liked Jumanji. That one I didn't like the second one at all, but the first one
I
was
haven't seen it yet. So.
it's the same thing except worse. It's the
Well,
same
it's
problem
about
I
older
have.
people.
Well, they're not. Well,
That-
Danny DeVito is in it, so you'd think it would be better, but it's not.
I hate this whole new era of movies where they think they can just give it a different name and put the same exact storyline 2 years later and everybody loves it.
Yeah. Well, or really
And that's
just another thing I hate is just where they put just a bunch of celebrities, put no effort into it, but because it's a bunch of
Oh my
celebrities,
God.
they're like, boom, comedy or boom, action
Have
movie or
you
whatever.
seen The Hateful Eight?
Okay, well that's different.
The Hateful Eight, no, in my eyes, it was such a bad movie because they tried to put too many big names into there and tried to give them all such big roles.
That's
that it
Quentin
completely
Tarantino though. I haven't seen it, but that's Quentin Tarantino. That one
It's
I'm not gonna
it's
even say anything about it
truly
until I've
not
seen it.
worth the watch. It's really not worth. I mean, it's up to you if you
It's
want to do
Quentin
it. That's just-
Tarantino, man. I can't not like. I'm gonna watch that one
Yeah.
eventually. Same as like Django Unchained and all those. I just gotta find the
The
time.
Django Unchained is a really good movie. I like that movie a lot.
That one seems pretty good. Have you
I
seen
watched
Pulp
it not-
Fiction?
I have not. We've talked about this so
Okay.
much, and I still haven't watched it.
Have you seen Inglourious Bastards?
Yes.
Okay, good. At least that
Yeah,
one. Quentin
that
Tarantino,
one's a
man.
good movie.
He's really okay. Have you seen Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
I started watching it the other night, and my Wi-Fi cut out.
Damn, dude, that movie.
But,
That was one of my favorite movies of 2019.
is it good?
I loved it. I really did.
Cause yeah, it's a.
That one was so good. Okay,
I'm truly only, like,
we're going off
20
on a
minutes
tangent
into
again.
Well, no, it's talking about like different older movies, but yeah, we are starting to just complain about newer movies. So
Yeah,
we'll keep it down.
we're starting to be hipsters now.
Oh, that movie grossed 20 million. Didn't like it. I only watch third world country films where they have to use
They have
freaking
to be in Africa on a
literally
on a
starving.
Lenovo phone.
I want to see bones.
I
If
want
this
to
is going to
see
be a movie.
everybody starving. Yeah,
And I want 5% of the profits to go to charity. Just a little bit,
just
but not too
5%.
much where it seems like it's a handout. Because I feel like everyone should work for their own stuff as long as we hand it to them. Because I have a beard, a lot of tattoos, and a flannel shirt, but I have no clue how to swing an axe. And my name is Jeff. Alright.
That's why is that got to be so accurate though?
It really is, though.
Even the name,
And I
even
don't
down
go
to
to
the name.
Starbucks. I don't go to Starbucks. I go to
I only go to
hometown
local coffee shops.
like Dunkin' Donuts.
And the thing is, I still go to Starbucks just when no one's looking. I only
And
donate.
I wish-
I only give money to homeless people when I'm walking with other people.
I record it when I give the guy my leftover McDonald's meal. Because I help the world.
Exactly. Hi, I'm Jake
and the
Ball.
Ninja Turtles,
Welcome to
I
Disneyland.
buy rubber straws. Because that's definitely not the same exact thing as a plastic straw because you throw it away when you're done with it in the end. Why not? We just drink through a cup. Anyways, have a nice day.
Well,
I gotta get my pedicure.
I feel like you've really gotten like really far there. What were we talking about again? Oh yeah, that's right. Not that. Not that at all.
Nothing.
Completely not
Nothing.
that. Back to
I hope our
Legos.
fifth viewer is a hipster that sends me a picture and says, "I hate how accurate this is."
He
And
said
it's a picture of him with a Dunkin' Donuts iced coffee in a Starbucks parking lot.
he sends you a dick pic and it has a mustache on it.
It's one of them curled mustaches. His pubes, the shape of his mustache.
Oh, okay.
There's a
Back
freaking
on topic.
tattoo of like
Legos.
Legos coming off the top of his knees.
Oh my gosh. Shut up. We have to talk about Legos now. I
still have all of my Legos. Just
I
to
honestly,
throw that out
the
there.
first thing I would do if I got rich, like if I won the lottery, is at those like Lego stores in the malls and stuff, I saw a Star Destroyer that was 6 feet long and like full Legos. I would buy that. That would be my first thing that I do. That and the Millennium Falcon that's like $1,700. That's like humongous. I would buy
I'd like
those
to have
things.
those.
I hate you.
If I was
honestly.
rich, I would buy one of those 7-foot tall Lego statues.
But like specifically the Millennium Falcon and the Death Star and then that humongous Star Destroyer, that would be it.
The Star Destroyer or Millennium
Oh,
Falcon would be
it's
my...
ridiculous. I would like to say it's crazy how overpriced Legos are now. I feel like they used to be a lot less.
Well,
Like they were always
did it used to be a lot
expensive,
less,
but
or did it used to be other people bought them for us?
yeah, now we have to buy them ourselves. Yeah,
Well, because
I was about to say.
like I remember the $20 packs, and this wasn't that long ago. I mean, it was probably 10 years ago. But the $20 packs now used to be like your $12 packs,
Yeah,
and the $12 packs used to be like your $5 packs.
I'd say like
Yeah,
they haven't gone up that much, but they've gone up a decent amount, like to where it's like
Well,
they've still gone up.
the only reason I know this is there's a 4-pack. It's a 4-pack with like a little ship that used to be $10, and now they're 20. And I know that because I bought them, like in the changes, one was Ninjago with like the 4 ninjas and like a
Oh,
little
yeah.
train thing.
Oh
Back when
yeah.
like Ninjago first came out,
Oh,
and it was like
Ninjago.
$12. But then now, like the same thing, and this might just be because it's Star Wars, because that's more expensive than anything, is the same exact thing, 4 characters with a
Well,
little
even
ship or
other
something,
Legos.
$20.
Even
Did you
other
ever get
Legos
into,
I
like the
would.
Halo and Call of
Dude,
Duty Legos?
of course I did. Oh yeah, no, I was into them with
Well,
you. I remember,
couldn't
like
remember.
you got well, not the Call of Duty ones, but the Halo ones definitely. Especially
Yeah.
I used
Yeah,
Halo
you
used to be
have
my
like the
crap.
snow
Yeah.
vehicles. You used to have like
Yeah.
snow vehicles. I
And like
remember
the
that.
one like Banshee or no, the Ghost vehicle, like the purple one.
I don't know. I bought one of those. I lied because I said I haven't bought Legos in a few years. I bought one of those like 6 months ago because it was a Call of Duty set, and
Oh.
it was so cool. I don't know what about it. I was walking through the store, and I was buying chips, and I was like, oh, Legos. Oh, look at that. And I looked
Next
down,
thing you know,
and
you're walking out of there with 20 different sets.
I bought 3 different Call of Duty sets.
Oh my gosh.
Put them together, and just put them in my closet, and I regret it so much. But either way, had to.
Had to do it to him. I don't know, dude. I would honestly still be into Legos if they were like affordable.
I would.
That
I
would be
would
something.
still
Yeah,
be in the Legos, like not
I'd
like
be all
playing
over
with
that.
them like we used
No,
to.
but like building them and stuff.
Oh yeah, I used to buy Legos before I got into
Just to
watches
build
and
them.
shoes. I would buy Legos
Those,
just to
yeah,
build
that
them, and
was
then
it
I'd
right
put them in my
there.
closet. Like that, or like I'd give them to like my younger nieces and nephews to like
Yeah.
play with, and then just watch them destroy it, and then say
Yeah.
they're never gonna play with them again.
And then let them play with it again
So
next time.
pretty much,
Well,
rebuild
mainly
it.
just
They
because
take
your
it.
mom yells at you and you're like, and it's like, you better let them play with stuff. What are they gonna do? Tear up my crap? No, they're gonna tear up
I
your crap.
let it. I love my mother, but that is a very accurate representation of how it goes.
Yeah.
Actually, I'll record this Sunday. We're having a little family get together because screw COVID. We're gonna get into spicy personal faith.
I want COVID.
Give it to me. But I will record a video if it happens, because that exact conversation is gonna go down. So
I no, honestly, the same thing with my mom. I really just gotta quarantine my stuff to the closet. Quarantine, haha, funny. I want to die now, dude. I wish this never.
this virus
School
is
is
not a
gonna
joke.
suck, man. School is gonna suck.
Are you homeschooling or are you going to?
We can't go in. We're not able to.
Oh really?
Yeah. Well, all the other schools that have opened across the country have been open for a few weeks and then closed. So
That's cool.
Colorado's.
That's what they're saying down here is it's gonna make it like 2 weeks.
Oh
Like
yeah.
that 2 week
Well, that's
notice
totally.
to find out if you have it, then it's gonna
Oh yeah.
shut down.
Well, one person gets it, and then everybody has to shut down. And when you're all, it's I don't know. It's crazy. I
Well,
wish this didn't have to happen, dude.
I
Especially,
had so
I wish it
much
could have
plans this
happened.
summer.
Yeah. I mean, this is I'm getting ready to go to college and stuff. I'm going into my junior year here.
Didn't you just get out of diapers?
I hate you. No, but I wish this could have happened like a few years ago.
Oh,
Like
like
where I
when we had
wasn't
no
like
life?
yeah, or where I didn't have to worry about my GPA.
I mean,
It's
like,
so dumb, dude.
well, like,
Everything
and my mom
sucks.
have crap to do with school because honestly, screw school. You don't need it, kids. Just stay home.
Yeah,
It's fine.
just stay home and play video games. They'll turn out well.
Yeah, look at
They're-
Ninja.
they're-
He's perfectly normal. Like, he's
Yeah, don't look at the fact that he
perfectly
went to
normal.
college. He didn't
Made
go to
$20
college in
million
my eyes.
in 2017, so
Dude.
like it's fine.
The amount of money he makes. It's
But
so
no, like,
great.
in this summer, like, okay, so we haven't done like a road trip. This is when, like, being a little kid, road trips used to be so fun.
Oh.
This is one.
Now I have
this
to
is a little-
drive
'cause
on
this
them,
leads
so
into
it's a lot less
nowadays.
fun.
Not even driving. It's just like you used to be so small. You'd get like a pillow and a blanket. You'd put up a movie and
Oh,
have
yeah.
toys everywhere.
Oh
And
yeah.
then as you grow out of that, it's like, okay, I'm gonna sit and watch YouTube for 6 hours, and then want to kill myself. Like it's, especially I'm a very large kid. I'm very husky. I'm very tall. I got big old legs. I can't sit in the back of cars anymore for long periods of time.
It gets
So
annoying.
like when you're a little kid, it does. When you're a little kid, you used to love it.
Yeah,
And then now
it
it's
gets all
but, like,
cozy,
this
but now
summer,
it's
I
not
had
cozy.
3 road trips planned. I had 3 road trips planned. Just me taking them with a couple friends. So that just completely chunked out the water. 'Cause you don't get to do that anymore.
Yeah.
But that has nothing to do with nostalgia. So we need to make an episode of us just ranting and get all this out of the way.
Honestly, be like, my mom, she didn't let me get that one Lego set when I was young. It scarred me permanently.
I resent her to this day.
I mean, really.
No, but real quick, what
I have
about
an
like
Oedipus
songs?
complex. Okay,
Like, what
yeah,
about,
we
like-
got to discuss songs before this thing ends.
Yeah, 'cause
Imagine
I feel like
Dragons. I mean, that's not that old, but that was still like
no,
old enough.
But their peak was a while back.
It was
They're,
still old
like,
enough.
radioactive.
You know, like 2013. Like that wasn't too long ago, but it was still long enough ago where I could
It's almost
consider it
8 years ago.
nostalgic.
That was 7.5 years, over 7.5 years ago.
Sort of crazy, actually, now that I think about it.
Yeah, like that really is kind of a while back.
Really?
No, Imagine Dragon, Coldplay, 21 Pilots.
Oh yeah. Well, 21 Pilots is a lot more recent because Their whole blow up album was in 2015.
Was it that short
Yeah,
amount of time?
yeah, when like Stressed Out and everything came out, when they went all mainstream. I'm a hipster. Okay, I'm sorry. We're not gonna go back to
What
that.
about what about like Malcolm Worth back in like thrift shopping
That's not
or
old at all. That okay, that one. I mean, I guess that was like 2014, but still, I
well,
wouldn't consider that old.
I guess it's like I'm putting it with like memories I have of like doing
Yeah,
stuff with like
I'd
people
still
like.
consider it nostalgic, but not like
Or did y'all ever do
old.
like
Like
Rebecca Black? It's Friday,
it's Friday, Friday.
or the Gummy Bear
Dude.
song? Like,
Download the Gummy Bear
um,
song on the App Store today or whatever the crap.
bro, like
Oh,
those
I'm a
kind of
gummy
songs to
bear.
me
Yes, I'm a
are
gummy bear.
more nostalgia than like Beyonce and Jay-Z in New York. Like that's,
Yeah.
but it's also because we're white, so we weren't allowed to listen to that kind of stuff. Um,
Okay.
so, but yeah, really, I feel like in my eyes, like toys bring back more memories than everything. Like, cause you say
I feel like we
songs.
have more experience with toys and stuff. Like that's what we spent the most time with.
Well, yeah, like I didn't really start listening to music up until a couple years ago, like probably three,
Like
4 years ago.
legit, yeah. I get what you
Yeah,
mean.
like making playlists, like thought process on what music you like instead of what
Yeah.
your siblings or parents like.
Yeah. Like thinking for yourself on music, really.
Yeah, it was, which really is probably longer than that, but that's because like you and I talked about not too long ago, where you used to have such a weird music taste, and then as
Yeah.
soon as you got like your own
I still have a
idea,
pretty weird music taste,
yeah,
but
but it follows like one flow. Like your
it's
music
more of
used to
what
be
I
everywhere.
like, really. Like MGMT and all
Yeah.
that. Like that's
Alexander Hamilton, Cher, like
Alexander Hamilton. My
on the
name is
dance
Alexander
floor, shot 'em.
Hamilton.
So it's yeah, that kind of stuff is
Yeah. I mean,
that's a oh real quick because we ain't got a ton of time.
no, we're about
What
to
about
wrap
like the
up things.
DS? What about like the DS?
The
Just like real quick,
DS, dude. You remember Kirby? Kirby
bro.
Superstar?
What scared me the most is I found out Kirby had bones.
What?
Yeah,
Kirby has.
Kirby has
I thought
bones.
he was just a weird loaf of nothingness.
No, he has bones.
Okay, well,
That scares
my
me.
childhood is ruined.
Yeah, like, but like, do you remember like the Ben 10 DS game?
Oh, dude, both of them. Because there was the.
Mario Kart
Oh, well,
was
of
on the
course, yeah.
DS. I mean, it was. I gotta say, I
Mario
probably played
DS,
Mario
dude.
Kart,
That one I played
Sims,
a crap
and
ton.
really, I would say Sims and Mario Kart were like my.
Yeah. I mean, no. Well, I never had Sims, but I always wanted to play it. Like when you came by with your DS, that would always be the one I played.
I was about to say
But
because you and I would like switch out games while I was up
yeah,
there.
that is true. Like, oh man, those were the days right there.
It was
The
really
DS days.
if we didn't go off on so many tangents, there would be so much more to this.
Really, we do have to start wrapping things up. There's so much more we can talk about, especially with the DS, dude. But
Well,
I mean, really?
there might need to be a part two down in the future to this.
Anyway,
Well, there's our outro song. So,
thanks for watching,
yeah,
really.
yeah, and check out the next episode. I hate the guy that's gonna be on there, but definitely check it out.
I hate myself, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
But,
I mean, nostalgia. This is
yeah,
a
that's
weird
all.
one, especially for anybody who's either like too young or too old to like experience a lot of things we did.
I feel like we were at the midway point where we were with the '90s kids, but also with like the kids now.
Yeah,
Like
we were just like right at the
so
point
like
right before we got phones at 5. Instead,
yeah.
we got DSs at 5, and then got phones at like 12.
I think I got my first. I had okay. I was
Dude, this music video is so weird.
on the airplane. This guy handed me a Game Boy. I swear he's gonna try and kidnap me. But he gave me a Game Boy, and so I played that until I got my DS at like probably 6, and then it was after that it was just crippling depression. So
Well, anyway, that's a good note to end it
yeah,
on. Crippling depression. This
yeah.
this has been the Moofcast, home of
This
crippling
has.
depression. Thank you very much.
See you next time, maybe. So
Maybe. I may have even more crippling depression. Actually, well, next week, it's gonna be with special guest Brock. We talk
he's not
about.
really special.
No, he's well, he's special in some ways.
We don't make fun of that nowadays, though. We can't do that.
I mean, oh,
Um,
we are gonna figure out some things to watch. We discussed a few things that we might talk about next time. Honestly, I'm considering movies. That might be something.
Movies is good because you and I have a lot of the same interests, but also disagree and agree on
Oh,
so many
oh yeah,
things.
Fight Club. All right.
This might
Anyway.
end up in a full-on argument.
All right. Anyway, yeah, this has been the Moofcast. Thank you for
Hope you
watching.
enjoyed it.
Screw you. I hope you have a
Next one
terrible
is
day.
ad-free music.
Please leave me. I don't want to be here anymore. Dr. Phil. Dr. Phil.
Dr. Phil.